So when you grow, you want to go ahead and hire a project manager. A project manager is going to be able to handle all your VAs, all your employees, and she or he will be basically your right-hand man or woman that's going to be able to look after everything when you're sick, when you're away, when you're on holiday. And it's so important to have a project manager. And here is a PowerPoint presentation showing you guys all the best quality of what a good project manager should be able to do. And you could literally just use this as a training video and send it to your project manager that you recently hired and tell them, hey, I want you to go ahead and follow these tips and notes. And this is exactly what I look for in a project manager. Activate green screen. All right. How to become a successful project manager. 1, you want to communicate like a pro. A successful project manager always has to be listening. You want to be clear, concise, and be honest when it comes to coordinating projects, and that is key. It is all about working with the team to come up with a structure that works for everyone. You want to understand your team. The most effective and successful project managers know the capability of their team members. It means that they can allocate the right work to the right people. Next, you always know the status of your project. So status meetings and weekly status reports are super valuable to you as a project manager. So you want to hold frequent check-ins as you want to really regroup on a regular basis to talk about what is happening and what the team is accountable at any single time. So to play your part in this, you want to be constantly questioning, challenging, and looking for new evidence. Project reporting tools can be really handy here. So you want to use stuff like Hubstaff, that's what I use, where it goes ahead and tracks the time and screen recording of every single employee that is working, so you can really keep them accountable and really see what they're doing. And you want to start with raw data every single time rather than sort of asking them what they did. You want raw data from what they actually did. Next is you don't want to be a know-it-all. Ideally, if you don't know the answer, you want to pull someone into the room that does know the answer and just take out a pen and paper and take notes and follow up. So if you don't know much about editing, pull in the editor, ask him about what he's doing and learn from him. Even though you're at a high position than him, there's still so much more you can learn. And that's sort of why I talk to every single employee as if they're the exact same level as me. Even though I'm their boss, I have so much more business experience. I talk to every individual as if they're equals, and I try to learn something from them that I do not know. Everyone always has something that you can learn from, and everyone always has something that they're better than you at. After all, your team is made up of experts who are responsible for answering questions that fall within their realm. So your job is to farm questions to get them without getting in the way of their work. You want to understand what they do by asking them questions, but you don't want to be like spending all day questioning them. Next is when a team member is sort of doing something in a way that you don't understand, rather than saying, no, don't do that, do it this way, a great project manager would ask, can you explain to me why this way would be the best way to complete the task? Try to learn from every member and try to really understand things from their point of view, and that's what a successful project manager does super well. Next is motivation. You always want to be the one who says, wow, that's really nice, good job. You want to celebrate the wins, encourage the team to do the same. At the same time, you don't want to be afraid to be the one that says, did you think about X? Meaning, you want to congratulate them, but you always want to be pushing them forward to look out for the best of the project and your team. Next is troubleshooting. This is so important. All projects hit issues from time to time. A successful project manager doesn't let it worry them. They know the processes for issue management, and they know how to deal with these problems as they arise. Successful project managers have 2 habits that complement one another. 1, looking for problems. I love project managers that look for issues and look for things to break, and I want them to plan on how to deal with those issues to make sure that when the situation comes, it wouldn't break, or making sure that that issue is no longer existing. Secondly is constantly working with their risk register. I want them to review outstanding risk on a regular cycle and push things constantly forward for progress and constantly stress test things. Next is being a chameleon. This is super important. I know I'm saying this is super important many times, but a lot of these things are key qualities that I look for in a project manager. The most successful project managers are not slave to a project. They know when it is right to follow the process, and they know when it's better to tweak things to make it slightly better for the overall process for everyone. Like if you set them an SOP, a good project manager will be like, hey, I want to do this to improve it. And they'll bring ideas to the table and be like, hey, I'm going to tweak it like this because it's just much more better. For example, a good example would be, rather than having say 5 different meetings, I'm going to go ahead and compress it into 3 different meetings, putting members into these relevant sectors. And rather than having 5 separate meetings, 3 would do the trick. Not only will we save time, but we'll save resources, etc. Next is tracking. Whether or not you track your team's time, which is recommended, it is important for you to know where your own time goes in the day. You should make a habit of keeping a note of how you spend your time. It would help you understand whether you're spending time on the top project tasks, and you might find that you're wasting a lot of time doing interviews, or you're wasting a lot of time just checking SOPs, or you're just wasting a lot of time just messaging and waiting for replies. Like a good project manager, make sure that every single minute of their day goes to something that has a lot of value. Lastly, what are the questions you should be questioning and asking yourself as a project manager? 1. Is everything really all right with this project? 2. Has a major decision I made last week been proven to be correct? 3. What did I miss in the last team meeting? Like, even though I was listening and taking notes, were there some cues I didn't pick up? Were there some sort of inflections, or did some members seem a bit down that I want to double check and just reach out to them personally to see if they're okay? 4. What is really going on in this meeting that I'm leading? Is everyone looking satisfied with the progress of the meeting? What is the one thing that we can change about how this project is managed, controlled, staff, etc.? What will make it better? Always thinking about ways to improve things. What is the one thing that I can change about the way I manage this project to make it easier to complete, save time, improve quality, etc.? And lastly, what person has stretched the truth? Like, people are always saying that they've done things, or they will do things, or they've been spending time on things, but you really want to question all your employees, and that's what a project manager I'm looking for. I'm looking for that bad cop to handle all the tough parts of having a bunch of employees, questioning them, letting them go, punishing them, or like really pushing them to their limits. And I want to be the good cop as a CEO to really motivate them to go further, really see and watch from a third point of view if they're really fit for the company, and if they're not, fire them. Like, as a CEO, I need to always have a bird's eye view of how everything is going, and I need my project manager to be down there really working with everyone. And that's the questions that a project manager should ask themselves, and these are all the qualities that you should have, or what you should be looking for when looking for a project manager. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This is definitely much more high level content. As you go ahead and grow your e-commerce business, you're gonna have like 10 VAs, and you're not gonna be able to manage them all. And to be really able to have that laptop lifestyle and travel the world, you'll need to get yourself a project manager. So if you guys wanna go ahead and work one-on-one with me, click the links below, apply, book in a call with either me or my team members, and we'll go ahead and help you scale out your business to the next level, just like we've done with all these other amazing students. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Before we end the video, let's go ahead and announce last week's winners for $1,000 worth of courses on Consulting Course with me. The winners here. If you guys want to qualify with the digital, but comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. Other than that, I hope you guys had an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Question of the day: what other qualities would you look for in a leader or project manager, or in your right hand man? Let me know. Put your answers in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. Thank you so much for your time. Peace.